Take them or leave them, but by 2020, the millennials will make up a third of all adults in the United States.
You may know one, millennials lacking life skills like cooking, budgeting, or time management.
They're not interested in owning a house.
Many millennials say buying a home these days is just not an option.
She is calling millennials the burnout generation.
According to a new study, millennials say that the term snowflake is in fact harmful to their mental health.
Millennials hate this shit. They hate it.
Welcome to another episode of Millennial Malarkey. My name's Adam.
I'm Alec.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Jesse.
How are we doing today, boys?
Pretty good.
Doing pretty well. How about you?
I'm doing well. Jesse?
I'm a little tired.
Tired? Okay. Why is that?
School sucks. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Well, I mean, you didn't have to tell us for us to know that. Regardless.
You know what else is tired, Jesse?
Oh, jeez.
What?
My car.
Oh. Huh. I get it, because your car has four wheels and tires on it.
Oh, I didn't even get that one. Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought he meant that he was having like car trouble or something.
I thought that at first, and then I thought about car tires, and I was like, oh, his car is physically tired.
Adam's sitting over there slaying MCAT questions, but doesn't get my super humorous joke. Tisk tisk, Adam.
Sorry about
tisk,
that.
Tisk, dude.
Anyways, welcome to the second episode of The Conspiracy Corner. Today we will be talking about Area 51 and how topical...
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I figure
apologize.
we'll leave Alec to do the sound effects from now on, because that was bad.
Yeah, we have...
Actually... I think we should just keep Jesse doing it.
I'm fine with that.
That was great. So it's very topical. We're recording on Monday, September 16th. And on
exactly 5 days before the massacre that occurred on September 21st.
I thought it was the 20th.
Or sorry, 4 days before the massacre that occurred on the September 20th.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jesse, why don't you give us some background on what is happening with this meme?
You know that guy from Family Guy who does the news, and he's super quick and super short about everything? He's the
Tom
weatherman.
Tucker? Oh, Ollie?
Yeah, the
Ollie.
weatherman. He's like, and now here's Ollie with the weather. It gonna rain, and then it's done.
Yep.
Yes.
So that my version of the meme in that style would be, idiot got on Facebook. Idiot made an event. People signed up for an event. It just so happened to be inside of an illegal testing facility in
So they say.
Nevada called Area 51. So some dude got on Facebook and said, hey, let's storm Area 51, and also let's add to that by Naruto running. And if you don't know, watch the show Naruto and watch how they run. It's idiotic.
Idiotic?
They are going to...
Or
it's
guaranteed to
idiotic.
make you at least 2,000% faster.
And
probably
also
not the second
bulletproof.
one. Not the third one either. Just the first one, idiotic. And so
Sounds
these
like a real
people are
Sasuke.
going to... Oh, my God. These people are going to more than likely dress up. You know some idiot's going to dress up.
You were going
stand outside
hard with
Area
the I word
51.
today.
Stand outside Area 51, and then when everybody's there, they're going to, I don't know, yell 3, 2, 1, charge or something, and then proceed to run into, I don't know, a wall of bullets because the military has lots of guns there. But the idea was that you can't stop everybody if they rush them, but they don't understand how fast weapons can fire.
Yeah, because I think the actual event had the tagline of they can't stop us all. Let's see them aliens.
Can't stop us all. Yeah. And so everybody started joking, oh, haha, buying my tickets to Nevada. And then all of a sudden there was a surge in price or in airline tickets purchased to Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Did people actually?
The government.
So I partially think it's a joke and that most people understand that, but
Hopefully,
I assume there's going to be some people that really do show up, and I didn't expect there to be an actual surge in airline tickets purchased, but is that a thing? Did that really happen?
That is true.
Yeah,
that is
like,
true, and
yeah,
that
flights,
did happen.
Yeah, flights got bought out.
That's actually the real conspiracy for Area 51 is there's no military base there. It was entirely devised by Southwest and Delta Airlines because they knew, hey, let's start this conspiracy theory at some random location. And then years down the road...
Andrew, that's next episode. Gosh. Getting ahead of
it was all just a scheme for these airlines to make a bunch of profits on one weekend several decades later. That just calling it now. That's the real conspiracy.
Well, let's get the disclaimer out here, front and center, that Millennial Malarkey does not condone people going to Area 51 and raiding it. Because that is an incredibly stupid idea.
They already have. You are too late.
I think there were some people, or at least one guy.
There were 5, I think, at the moment, 5 people who have tried to get in.
Yeah, I think the two arrests have already been made.
5 at least.
5? Jesus.
5. 5 at least.
Yeah, well, it is incredibly idiotic. I was reading online the highway that goes closest to Area 51. There is 20 miles between the closest highway and the fence of just
holy crap.
I'm guessing too that there's quite a few miles between the fence and the actual facility.
25 miles.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Not to mention all the security coyotes.
Yes. And the security dingoes ready to snatch your babies.
It's going to be a meme-filled episode.
I got no water and a dingo ate my baby.
So, and that's not to mention all of the security systems, cameras. They have like magnetic stuff and pressure. I assume pressure plates or whatever on these service roads going through the desert. And anybody that gets onto the Area 51 property gets snatched up by the camo dudes, which are actually not in the army or in the armed forces. That there's some.
I thought you were going to say humans.
No, well, I don't think that's been proven.
Where the snake people live.
I was going for aliens, but sure.
I mean, we can't not say that they are not maybe humans.
Also, yes.
You sound like Pinocchio in Shrek when he's trying not to lie.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the security force there is no one knows who they work for.
They work for Area 51, duh.
That's the government.
Is it though?
We'll get into that.
Wait. Area 51's a location. How do you work for you mean they work for the US government?
Again, it doesn't have to be. Maybe it's privately owned.
No one really knows. The security force doesn't answer those questions of who they work for. So it's unknown if it's like some sort of private organization like Blackwater or what are they called now? That group.
Whitewater? I don't know.
Oh my God.
No, it was Blackwater. It's like the largest
waterboarding place, right?
Yeah, it basically does all the dirty work for the government because they're not.
Yeah, the water's black, very dirty, unsafe for consumption.
Yeah, they don't know if it's like some sort of private security force or whether or not they're part of the army or whatever. So it's unknown. There's a lot of unknowns about Area 51, and we'll get into that in the second segment. However, we're here to talk about the meme. So, Andrew, Alex,
yes, sir.
Jesse, are you guys going to go on the Area 51 raid?
No, I'm working.
I got to get my alien.
No, but I would encourage anybody else to do it, which is my personal stance, not the podcast one. But I want something to watch on the news.
I really think people are going to try it. Like, I would hope that no one would actually get killed over this. But if you get enough people that are trying to like force their way into a base that has like signs up that say no trespassing, lethal force or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
lethal force
that's going to happen then.
I mean, the way I see it is it's a win-win if people do it, because either the military can't stop them all, and then like, great, now we know the truth about like the collusion between Delta and Southwest and, Area 51 and all that. Or the people don't succeed. And then, I mean, hey, wasn't that airport level in Call of Duty the most fun one of them all? So.
Oh, God.
Yike.
Maybe that's just me, but I feel like it's a win-win regardless, because either we all gain a bunch of knowledge or there's some entertainment.
There's some very dark entertainment.
I
honestly don't think anybody's going to get through.
No, well, I think that even if like people somehow made it past whatever sort of security there is and they made it to a building there, it's going to be locked. Like, you can't Naruto run your way through a locked door.
You don't have the keys.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you have to get inside so you can get the skeleton key and then unlock the doors. Get the skeleton key from Skyrim.
But how do you get inside?
Haven't you seen those things where you like slap it on the surface like a window or a wall, and like this little laser comes out and cuts a circle in it? Alec, haven't you ever
that
seen
only
those?
works on glass because I watch the movies. Also, it doesn't work, just so you know, as materials engineer in the
is
house.
that something that you learn in your ceramic engineering classes? Is about
No,
laser
it's
spy
something
equipment?
I learned using common sense, knowing that the lasers that would do that need such a very strong power source that you can't run it off of a AA, Andrew.
How do you know that? We have lasers that can shoot aircrafts out of the sky. I think we have one that can cut through glass.
And okay,
yeah, but
and
is it portable is the question.
The government has lasers that can, like you said, shoot aircrafts out of the sky, which I don't think is true. But
it is. They're on battleships.
Yeah, the USS Zumwalt has one.
Boom.
Wait, is that
Roasted.
a thing for real?
Yeah.
Yes, the USS Zumwalt is the ship that looks like the shape of the Pizza Hut logo. And it's all this super anti-stealth everything. Its main weapon is a railgun. Yeah, a trapezoid. But it's like a weird-looking trapezoid, so it's not just a trapezoid. Yeah. Its main weapon is a railgun that is accurate to within 10 feet at a range of 180 miles.
So the government has this kind of weaponry, and people still think that they could get into Area 51.
Yep,
well,
because
because
people
there's
don't know
no
about
ocean nearby.
Is the ocean within 180 miles?
I don't know. I have no I doubt it.
Give or take
Probably
10 feet.
not, honestly.
It is in the middle of the desert. Like, the government chose this place to put an Air Force base and do all these super secret tests is because it was away from people to avoid probably this exact thing from happening.
Also, if they're actually doing weapons testing out here, it is away from everybody where they're testing weapons, not of mass destruction, but very big boom weapons, very big impact craters and everything.
I don't know that that's valid because I think it's pretty clear throughout history that our government has preferred to test weapons when there are civilians around. Mostly bioweapons, but
I don't have an opinion on that. I don't know enough about the topic.
Open your eyes. Stay woke, fam.
Also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Bud Light, they're releasing a promotional alien-themed beer label. And they sent out a tweet saying as long as the tweet gets X amount of retweets, they promised a free beer to, quote, any alien that makes it out, unquote.
Yep. There you go.
Yep. Also, Arby's has planned to deliver food with a special menu to the event.
Wait, really?
Yep.
I think what it's going to turn into is outside of Area 51, people are just going to have a party.
It's tailgating.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure
though,
there's a music festival happening outside there.
Is it? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That sounds lit. I'd go for that.
Just for the music festival.
Yeah.
Did you guys go to Coachella this year? It was Area 51.
So I'm going to be on September. What time is the
I don't think it says
going to happen.
The post got taken down by the FBI, so we can't know for sure.
Ooh.
Well, okay, so the guy that made the Facebook
the
event,
FBI went and got him.
He did it as a joke, and as soon as it became a big thing, he took it down, and he was the one that started talking about this was a joke. I hope that no one actually does it, but he was, I think, upset because it was a joke and people went crazy about it.
I don't know that he got upset because of that, or he was upset that big airplane travel was going to put a hit on his head.
Airplane travel.
I'm
don't know
not,
why they
I'm
would
not
do it.
going to
They
let
have
it go that Delta and Southwest orchestrated
I don't
this
know why
entire
they would
thing.
do that, though, because they got more business from it.
That's what I'm saying.
Your theory doesn't hold water. I'm sorry. It's as
Yeah,
good
well,
as
there's
Swiss
no
cheese.
water near, what state is it in? Not New Mexico, Arizona?
Nevada.
Nevada.
One of those scorpion-infested states.
I mean, also true. So, but definitely Friday, I will be looking out for some live either Facebook feeds, video feeds, or live YouTube feeds, and watch people get arrested.
Yeah. So I was on YouTube today at work trying to find something to listen to.
Is that something you want to admit to?
I listen to Spotify, but I'm tired of my Spotify music, so I went to a typical music channel that I go to see if they had anything new out. That would not be on Spotify. Yeah, it's not always on Spotify. So I was there looking around, and so my recommended tab, Borderlands 3 just came out. I know some of us have been playing that. Don't delve into that because I know that's a very easy spiral.
I'll hold my tongue.
Yeah. I noticed the name of a gun that they had brought up. There was a video on like a really rare gun or something and where to get it. And so I clicked on it and watched it for 10 seconds. And then I refreshed YouTube later that day and there was like 30 videos about different weapons. And I was like, whoa, I did not ask for this much. So I feel like on September 20th, I'm going to be like, oh, look, an Area 51 video. And I'm going to click on it. And then like 10 minutes later, I'm just going to get bombarded by Area 51 videos or memes, kind of like I did with Lilo and Stitch.
I was about to say your YouTube suggested it's just a mess of Lilo and Stitch episodes, Area 51 and guns.
Andrew, do you want to tell people what happened there?
Yeah, Jesse came over to I think we all came over to my house, but Jesse was logged into his YouTube channel on my laptop because we were HDMIing laptop stuff into my TV to watch. And I guess he forgot to log out when they left. So like a day or two later, I went back into YouTube and I was just like, you know what I haven't seen in years? Lilo and Stitch. Let's see if any of that's on YouTube. And so I watched a few episodes, not realizing I was on Jesse's account. So then Jesse had to try and figure out why there's a bunch of Lilo and Stitch episodes showing up in his history.
You didn't watch just a little bit. Like you watched a lot of it because like it was in there for literally 6 to 7 months in my recommended tab. And I couldn't figure out why. And then you talked about, not too long ago, I watched all of Lilo and Stitch on YouTube. And I was like,
all of it?
Wait, were you logged in? And we go back and lo and behold, Jesse's account is logged into Andrew's YouTube, and it's like, what? Oh my god! And it still occasionally shows up, just not all the time, but it occasionally like, oh, look at this Disney Lilo and Stitch.
I don't know.
It was either all of it or most of it. So, like the
that
TV
actually reminds
show.
me of this similar thing that's only slightly worse than that, and I know this is off topic, but screw it. I think it's funny. I was dating this girl back in high school and college for a little bit, and I'm a big metal head. Like that's basically all I listen to is like super heavy metal and then like Kesha. But some like new album had come out that year. I want to say it was like Power Man 5000 or something like that. And I wanted to put one of their songs that I had just downloaded on my iTunes account onto her phone so she could listen to it, because I was very adamant about like, oh, everyone listens to my music, which you three can attest to.
Yep,
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took her phone from her. Well, she gave it to me and logged into my iTunes on her phone to download the song. Ended up accidentally downloading all of the music I had on there onto her phone, which also, since it was my account now and not hers, and like the way the accounts had switched over or whatever, she couldn't log back into her account and put her music back on her phone for like 3 months because that was like the waiting period. So for like 3 months, she only had like Lamb of God and Amon Amarth and Children of Bodom to listen to. So, you know, I feel like just in general, my antics have gotten people just like watching what I watch and listening to what I listen to with no real say in the matter. So I'm sorry to her, and I'm sorry to you, Jesse, except I'm not really sorry because I had fun.
Right. Tune in next
sorry,
week.
'cause I had fun.
Tune in next week onto the Conspiracy Corner when we talk about Andrew inoculating all of us with his music
That's true.
and media tastes.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I've actually gotten really into Don Bracco. It's a band that Andrew showed me.
Dude, they're here this Saturday. Come out and visit. It'll be fun.
Well, I'm not sure, what else is going to be happening Saturday. I might be too busy watching the news with all the, updates on the massacre.
So
You
one
can
of the
live stream
things
it at
that
the show.
like nobody has really tapped into this as a meme.
Sure.
And it is 8:34 on 9/16 of 2019. I am claiming this if I am the first one. Nobody has said any memes about so this is happening on the 20th of September, and then the next day is the 21st of September, and they're going to be like, do you remember the 21st night of September? Because that's going to be the night that we are mourning everybody who died on the 20th.
That would work pretty well then as a meme of do you remember the 21st of September? But then immediately under it is that meme, the picture of Will Smith with the neuralizer, just nope.
Yep, that's right.
'Cause it fits.
I'm not following. I understand the Will Smith thing, but I don't understand the 21st of September thing.
Oh, buddy.
Do you remember, where were you basically the day after the result, the day after the massacre that happened at Area 51 when idiots tried to storm the government's compound?
But Andrew,
Idiots
you get the reference to
or
the song,
heroes. No, that's what I don't understand. I didn't know that was from a song.
Yeah, do you remember? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba, September.
Oh, I know that.
Earth,
And he's
Wind,
saying
and
the
Earth, Wind, and
21st night
Fire?
of September.
Yep.
But I do prefer Video Game Donkey's version better, which
I was
is,
thinking
do you
Green Day.
remember? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba, September.
Did you say you thought it was Green Day?
Yeah, they haven't. Well, I mean, when you start singing it, I knew it, but I heard the song in September and I figured, there's only one song about those or that.
Oh,
one.
there's many. Wake Me Up When September Ends. September.
Yeah.
There's another one. There's another one that took my tongue.
Another
I'll remember
September
it.
song?
Yeah.
Is it called September?
No,
knows?
I already said that one.
The one they were just singing.
I already said that one.
I assume there's a lot of songs called September, though.
There's.
I'm sure there is.
Oh, what is
Anyway.
yeah, keep going. I'll remember it.
And now we're going to be diving into the history of Area 51. So Area 51 began as an airfield in 1943, known as the Indian Springs Air Force Auxiliary Field. And it consisted of 2 unpaved 5,000-foot runways.
Say again?
It
Has how many?
2 unpaved 5,000-foot runways. And for modern day comparison, a commercial runway is anywhere between 6,000 and 8,000 feet, depending on how large the aircraft is, the altitude.
That's because you don't need a long runway when your ship lifts up in the air and goes when it takes off.
Jesse, you are killing it with the sound effects.
That literally just gave me goosebumps.
Right? That was great. You're hired.
And you hear the alien ship open up and it goes
Killed it. Alec, with your editing skills, can you go back to that Deedly part or whatever and find a way to make that a ringtone for us all?
Yeah, sure thing.
Sweet. So the next major milestone for the Area 51 facility was in April of 1955. The CIA established the Groom Lake Test Facility, which is the official name for Area 51. Area 51's kind of colloquial. But anyway, so they established it for Project Aquatone. And for those of you not well versed in project names of the U.S. government, it was
Clearly
for the
me.
development of the Lockheed U-2 Strategic Reconnaissance Aircraft.
Oh my God.
What's that?
Nothing. It keeps coming back to bite us in the ass. Stupid YouTube project.
Didn't they just make a movie about was it Gary something or whatever, that the one that got shot down over the Soviet Union?
They theorized for years that it was up there, and then finally they proved it because they shot one down. They're like, it is real. And then I think, was it Russia? Yeah. No, you're right. Soviet Union. Russia shot it down, and they're like, all right, guy, we got you. And they're like, oops, did I do that?
You're on fire today, Jesse.
Sound effects and meme references.
No, you're on fire.
Anyway, so the next milestone was in August of 1959 when Project Oxcart was established, which is, quote, anti-radar studies, aerodynamic structural tests, and engineering designs, unquote, and all the later work on the Lockheed A-12, which was, again, another high-altitude reconnaissance vehicle. And so at this point, many new things were built around the base. They constructed a new 10,000-foot runway, like a permanent aircraft fuel tank farm, hangars, long-term occupancy buildings, and what I assume to be what is like the core of what Area 51 is now, like all those core buildings.
The things that we can see from Google Maps.
Yeah, pretty much.
If that's what Google Maps wants you to see.
Right. So then beginning in the late 1960s and continuing for several decades, an assortment of Soviet-built aircraft were tested and evaluated at Area 51 under code names. You guys will like these code names. Have Donut, Have Drill, and Have Ferry programs.
Well, for us not well versed in like operation names, what was Have Donut?
It was just it was probably, I don't know what specific program, but it was designed around obtaining, investigating, and flying Soviet aircraft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's where they like flew the MiG. Like, everyone's heard of the MiG, right?
Yeah, that movie about the shark.
Excuse me. Yes, I've seen Top Gun, if that's what you're asking.
Andrew's thinking of the character from Family Guy.
I hate all of
Chris?
you. Regardless, they would fly the Soviet aircraft and look for deficiencies in them, to be exploited by the American aircraft. So later on, they would, in 1977, they flew the Lockheed Have Blue prototype stealth fighter, which was a proof of concept model for the F-117 Nighthawk, which is like that stealth. I believe it's a stealth fighter, maybe stealth airplane. We'll just go generalize it here, but it's the stealth airplane that's all kind of jaggedy, not the B-2 stealth bomber, but the one before that. And then nothing kind of really happened out of Area 51, except on June 21st of 2013, when the U.S. government finally acknowledged the existence of Area 51. So the CIA released an official history of the U-2 and the Oxcart projects in response to the Freedom of Information Act.
It's weird to think about because 2013 really wasn't that long ago, like in, the relative terms. Like that's pretty recent to announce that. Because I think that a lot of people, or I guess that's where the colloquial name Area 51 comes from, is because they didn't know the actual name, but people knew something was going on there.
Right.
But people knew for a long time. So it's weird to think it was only 2013 that the government was like, yeah, that's us.
Yeah, pretty much. And not even like they were willing to do it. It was just kind of all these papers were released about these projects. And in those papers, it kind of happened that they, referenced this airport or Air Force base, if you will.
I will.
And then more notably in July 2019, more than 2 million people responded to the Facebook post. And then on September 21st, 2019, a memorial for the survivors was erected. I don't know what happened in the future.
Man, I am so curious though. Like, I cannot wait to see like how many people actually show up. Like, regardless if anything happens, like that'll be interesting to see. People showing up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be really disappointed if no one comes.
If nothing happens, it's
Yeah.
probably going to be very anticlimactic.
Yeah, I think it will be too. But
It's not
fingers
necessarily
crossed.
a bad thing.
Yes. So the rumored things to be going on at Area 51 are like the storage, examination, and reverse engineering of crashed alien spacecraft, meetings or joint undertakings with extraterrestrials, the development of weather control, the development of time travel and teleportation technology, the development of exotic propulsion systems related to the Aurora program, which was a program designed to replace the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird, which
Yes,
was a
my dad talks about that all the time.
Yeah, it's a pretty sick looking aircraft. Look it up.
Yeah, he talks about the replacement. He's like, they've been working on a SR-72, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, when somebody shoots it down, we'll find out about it.
Mm-hmm. So, and then as well as activities related to a shadowy one world government, or the Majestic 12, which, if you guys don't know, is an organization claimed to be the code name of an alleged secret committee of scientists, military leaders, and government officials formed in 1947 by an executive order by Harry S. Truman to facilitate the recovery and investigation of alien spacecraft.
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra. So my question to you guys is, what do you think is really happening at Area 51? We'll start with our resident meme expert, Jesse.
So at Area 51, one, have you seen Stranger Things? Because that's definitely going on inside there. Like the upside down stuff. Oh yeah, it's real. No, I think it's just a weapons test facility. Could something be going on inside there? It's a government. Of course, something shady is probably going on in there. Am I going to get involved with it? No. Ignorance is bliss. So more than likely, there are weapons tests that have been confirmed to have happened on site at Area 51. Like there are craters in the ground one day that weren't there yesterday. Craters come from not crashed spaceships in that shape, but like bombs that they test or missiles or whatever they launch.
Or meteors.
Or meteors. That's technically true.
Or crashed alien spacecraft.
Do they even have like giant radar dishes or anything to be like searching for stuff or like communicating with anything? I feel like that's something that people leave out.
Because mostly those radar dishes are very high altitude.
Agreed. And so, like, I guess you could communicate from somewhere, but I feel like if everything's on site, the whole alien aspect doesn't make sense because they don't have the equipment there, like a radio telescope or a radar telescope or some kind of stupid, awesome light microscope. I guess it's all types of light, but point being, I don't see it happening.
Right. Do you think
being a true like alien underlord or not underlord, alien overlord conspiracy place?
Right. Do you think the weapons tests are like exotic weapons tests? Or do you think they're like the more conventional, like the U-2 and like the development of the replacement for the SR-71 Blackbird?
I think it's probably something along those lines in terms of these are the things that you don't tell a country about that put you on edge for, fighting against a unknown ally or not ally, unknown enemy in the future.
Right.
That, if we didn't have the Soviets under surveillance, we wouldn't know possibly some kind of piece of crucial information during the Cold War. And then we got one shot down, and then it was like, oops, hey, yeah, we've been spying on you.
Oopsie doopsie.
And so you could argue that it was kind of a give and take, but ultimately I think the government's just looking for its next big thing. It's trying to keep the public out of it. And by trying to keep them out of it for possibly their safety, more than likely they just want to be secretive. People are like, I wonder what's in there. And they've led to all this conspiracies and kind of like wrapped it up inside of its own veil that it's too awesome of an idea to be let down with the truth, that more than likely it's just a place the government has zoned off to be like, all right, we're going to blow stuff up here to make sure that we have the edge on somebody if we have to blow something up. Right. It's not us in the future.
Right.
So It's like we
Well,
did
if our
with the
government-
nukes. Like we zoned off an area for figuring out nukes and sprayed radiation over everybody, but like we had a specific area for testing nukes and like for seeing what that did so that we could learn about it. So, in nuclear fallout,
Right.
really what we were doing was inspiring the Fallout series, which was pretty good until 76.
That's next episode. Andrew, what
Yes.
do you really think is happening at Area 51?
I think that, I mean, if I'm being real, I think that it's where Taco Bell creates their newest dishes, like the mac and Cheetos is Burger King. Screw it. It's where all the fast food chains go and figure out those wacky, mac and Cheetos this, or, whatever that Taco Bell dish was that had like the fried cheese tortilla. That was pretty tasty.
Oh, I had
Why
one.
not just
It was
where they
very
make
tasty.
Baja Blast?
Dude, it was only there for like 2 or 3 months and they haven't brought it back since. But that is honestly one of my favorite
I had
things.
one on Friday, and it was delicious. It's back.
Wait, it's back?
Yeah, it's back right now.
Wait, with basically just like a circular mozzarella stick, right? That they use for a shell?
Yeah, with like cheddar cheese in it.
Oh,
Like the chalupa shell. Yeah, it's back.
yeah. Oh my God. What?
Yeah, it's back.
I'm at Taco Bell like twice a week and I haven't seen that. Oh my God. Well, that's what's happening at Area 51.
Fair enough.
Nah, I'm with Jesse. I mean, I think that I don't know if aliens have been to Earth or not, but I think that in the next 15 years it'll be publicly revealed that we have found alien life. I don't know if that's saying sentient or not, but I mean, with everything going on Mars and everything like that, it seems like every day too we're finding a new habitable planet that's got some crazy signal coming from it. So I don't think it's going to be too long until we announce that we found aliens anyways, or found signatures of life on another planet that like very conclusively demonstrate that there is life on whatever planet. So
Right.
I don't think that that's going to be something that's like really hidden from the public once it happens. So I think it's more likely than not just some sort of weapon testing or some new sort of technology stuff going on there. As boring as that might be.
Where they figured out the iPhone 12.
Yeah.
Fair
Wait,
enough.
didn't they just announce a new iPhone
Yeah,
with like 6 cameras on it or something?
something like
We
that.
added more cameras to make you pay more money for a phone that you already have. The iPhone 11.
Throwing shade, Jesse. I love it. Alec.
Well, actually, real quick, I was just talking about the iPhone 11 with my uncle. He works for Sprint and absolutely hates Apple. Not because of their products or their company or like the products they make. It's just that dealing with their representatives is apparently a nightmare. And they're very, very terrible.
I hate Apple too. Death to Steve Jobs.
Someone beat you to it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What?
we got him.
Jesse, you're all over it. I love it.
No, but I mean, my opinions on Area 51, realistically, it's just testing, whether that's weapons or I don't know, planes, vehicles, whatever. It's
ACT.
What?
ACT.
ACT?
Yeah,
Where they
ACT.
designed
testing.
the ACT
You said
question.
testing?
Oh, yeah.
I think
bet
it'd be
there's some of that going
SAT on the West Coast. Technically.
That's where all the celebrities' kids go to have their unproctored cheat tests or whatever so they can get into Harvard. That's what happens at Area 51. Sorry, Alec, to interrupt like that.
No, you're good. Because I mean,
Thank
it's
you.
fun to think that there's something weird, crazy conspiracy going on there. It's fun to think that there's aliens or that there's, some Illuminati-esque council that meets there. It's fun to think that because we don't know for sure everything going on there. And that's how conspiracies are born. But I think someone brought up Occam's razor last time we did a conspiracy episode too.
Yep.
Whatever the most logical answer is or the most realistic answer, that's probably what it is. And I think that it's just, testing. Like they're just trying to keep people safe and keep the prying eyes of other governments away.
Yeah.
But Adam, what do you think?
Pretty much the same thing. I mean, like, if you want to keep the eyes of like the Chinese and the Russians out of it, you have to keep the American public out of it. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
yeah, so I don't think. I mean, it might be something cool in the future. We'll see in like 10 years where we have like levitating Humvees. I don't know. You know, I don't know what the government's got going on, but it's probably some sort of weapons testing of some sort.
Something military.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll hear about it in 10 years, whatever they're working on right now. You know, with some new product or whatever that's going to come out. Who knows?
Like
You've got a
iPhone
super
12.
secret base in the desert, a super isolated base in the desert, conspiracies all around it, and a lot of idiotic people willing to believe it. You know what you got? Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. That's what you got. That's the meme that represents that. It's all coming together, boys.
Fair enough. Anyway, who knows? I don't know.
I don't understand memes.
No
fine.
one does. That's why we have a
It's all
resident
coming
meme
together, Andrew.
expert.
That's all you need to know.
I just love it when the
how about
plan
this? When
comes
people,
together.
when people are already getting arrested, we're 4 days away, and the 21st Night of September song is almost back to being popular for one day and one day only. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Anyway, so we'll end it with a would you rather question. We'll start with Andrew this time. Andrew.
Ooh, spicy.
I know. Would you rather give up breakfast, lunch, or dinner? And when thinking
There
about
is a right answer to this. Don't miss.
So
miss your shot.
I'll let you give two answers. Because I was talking with my brother and he brought up a great point. You know, is it like the type of food or time of day?
That's exactly what I was going to ask. Is it the type of food that I'm giving up, or is it the time of day?
Yeah.
So I give one answer for each?
Yeah, we'll get two answers from you.
Okay. If it's the type of food, I'm giving up breakfast food because I don't like breakfast. So,
Oh my God.
boom, easy. Although, actually, I did have breakfast for dinner today. I had 4 pieces of bacon, some hash brown casserole, cinnamon rolls, and scrambled eggs. But despite that, I actually hate breakfast food. So we're going to move past the hypocrisy there. So I give up breakfast food if we're going off of type of food. If we're going off of time of day, I'm giving up dinner.
I'm picturing Andrew like sitting there eating his breakfast for dinner and just pouting about it.
Well, so they had me come into work at 2 this morning. And so I woke up at 1 to do that, went to bed yesterday at 4:45, like an old person. And so I don't know. I was just like, working at 2 in the morning thinking, it sounds really good right now. Some cinnamon rolls and bacon. So, I mean, cinnamon rolls are great. Bacon's great. Hash brown casserole is great. But like pancakes, waffles, eggs, not a fan of any of that stuff. So, I don't know. Type of food, breakfast, time of day, dinner. Those are my answers.
Fair enough. Jesse?
I'm going to give up the time of eating breakfast so I can get to work sooner and get out of work sooner. And then I'm going to give up the type of food being dinner food because like breakfast is bae. I already eat eggs like twice a day. I change how I cook them, but like for my gymming workout and everything, I eat eggs twice a day. They're cheap, they're protein, and they're delicious.
Ugh.
Do you eat any sausage?
I'm not answering that.
You don't have to answer that. Alec.
Yeah, okay, so
You're really killing yourself with this, aren't you? You think you're funny?
Yeah, I do.
you
I
good,
liked it too. It was a good job.
I'll be
Alec, what's your answer?
buddy? He's
Oh
still
my God, he's
coughing.
dying.
Time of day, I would give up breakfast because I never eat breakfast anyway.
Yeah.
Seriously, I just like roll out of bed, put on some clothes and a hat, go do work or whatever I'm supposed to be doing that day.
Mm-hmm.
I usually it makes me feel sick if I eat like too soon after waking up. So I guess if I wanted to, I could wake up like 2 hours earlier than I need to, but it's just not worth it. I'll eat when I feel like I want to eat. Type of food, I'm going to say I'd give up lunch because I feel like, breakfast food, like Jesse said, is bae. Dinner, I feel like is always more, I don't know. I don't want to say extravagant, but just better. Like it's more there's more to it, you know. I don't want to give that up. Lunch is just kind of there because you're hungry in the middle of the day. Like,
excuse me, sir, and I know this is your opinion, but do you like French fries?
you could have French fries for dinner.
No, French
Congratulations,
fries
you
is
gave up
not an
grilled cheese.
acceptable dinner side.
You gave up grilled cheese.
I'm
You're a
going
moron.
with Andrew. French fries is definitely a lunch.
Okay, well,
lunch food.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's-
so be it.
Giving up fries.
Wow.
Alec, this is an objective question, and I realize that there are objective answers here, but you were wrong.
Boom.
Dude, there are so
Got 'em.
many ways to cook a potato, like, and some of
Grilling
the
is
best
one
ways
of
are
them.
with
We're not
dinner.
having this discussion again.
Grilling is definitely
You can't fucking-
viable
oh,
way to
pardon
cook
me.
a potato.
No, it
Regardless,
is not.
time of day, I'd give up breakfast. I do that anyway.
Same.
I don't really mind. If I do have breakfast, it's like an apple, then it's on the go.
Wait, but you're trying to be a doctor.
Right?
That feels counterproductive.
Yes. And then time of day or the type of food. Love breakfast. Breakfast food is the best food. But I think I'd give up lunch food, even though I love a good Sunday sandwich.
Ugh. Oh my
It's a
God,
Sunday
you two are
sandwich.
killing me.
Sunday
Yeah, I don't know
sandwich
what
is
that
when you spend like 15 minutes making yourself a sandwich with like, salt, pepper, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, mustard, everything that you can
Wait,
find in the
you
fridge.
put salt and pepper on a sandwich?
Best way.
Apparently.
I can see
Really?
it.
Oh yeah, best way to make a sandwich better, salt and pepper.
Wait, what else is going on in this sandwich of yours? I'm interested.
Ooh.
Sprinkles.
I think in the refrigerator now we have like that Christmas like honey baked ham.
Oh,
Yeah.
Homie.
Yep.
Bruh.
Fry
Fry that in a frying pan a little bit before you put it on a sandwich too.
Yep. Toast up your sandwich bread. Just go all out on your sandwich. That's a Sunday sandwich.
Oh.
Yep. So don't forget to check us out on the Twitter. We're at Malarkey. That's MILL Malarkey. And tune in next time when we listen to Jesse perform a Gregorian chant.
No, that's for next time,
Oh,
Jesse.
sorry.
it's just a sneak peek.
Yep. All right. See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Cantica tua propter museo